Mute Maniac here. I am a YouTube content creator. I make YouTube content for indie games. If you like that kind of thing, give me a thumbs up. In this video, I'm not going to be playing anything, so I'm going to be talking about a game, Lasaria. So I started my channel. I was playing this game called King God Castle, which was super fun, but it got too greedy with their gacha. Then I stopped making YouTube content. And then I started making content for Grounded 2 and Grounded, which is fun. My kids and I were playing it. And then I was like, I wasn't like too sure where I was going to go until I played Lasaria. Lasaria is a fun game, guys. It is a game where you build cities. The cities make heroes. You can't control the heroes. They all have their own AI. It's a lovely Rubik's Cube kind of game where it's trial and error to see what's going to work. And it totally scratched an itch for me. I played 173 hours, and I made a bunch of Lasaria content. And then I ran out of content because the game, I did everything there was to do. So I'm getting some DMs, and I'm getting some comments on various videos that are like, hey, man, you just stopped making content for Lasaria. And I'm like, the devs stopped making meaningful updates for Lasaria. So I want to talk about Lasaria, what I'm observing, and where I think the state of the game is, just a little bit. And I'll also talk a little bit about the like the content that I have made and like why I'm not making any more content. So I did it. So this is the video section inside of Steam. I post all of my YouTube content on the actual games on Steam. So here's my tier list, for example. Here's a video where I essentially maxed out every unit you could have. Like I ended up hitting, I think it was like 400 units. Like if we go to the end of this video, I'm not going to hit play or nothing. Like, in case you were wondering, here we are. Like this is, I have so many units that it actually broke the UI. Okay. So when I say I have played, I've squeezed every drop of lemon out of this game, I have done it. I have played hard mode and survival, survived over 4 hours. I have made survival medium difficulty games, bases to the point where I left the game on overnight and came back, and the base was still there. It wasn't in good shape, but it was still there. So I played the hell out of this game. I did 172 hours. Game is great. But what the developers have what the situation that they find themselves in is that there's bugs in the game. Bugs. A lot of bugs. When I load my save, it's broken. You know, I don't like the survival not ending. I wish I could build roads. Campaign 10 is not validating. Pink boxes everywhere. They have themselves a problem. One of the biggest problems they have is I'm going to say that the developers made a very dumb decision with how they ended their campaign. So the entire game is, you have a place where you can, imagine you're playing Age of Empires or StarCraft, and you load the game up. And what do? You make buildings make units, and you deal with challenges. And you can build your bases, right? You can use your imagination, struggle against enemies or whatever. Well, what they've decided to do is they have 14 campaign missions. And the first 13 missions, you are making bases, and you're making heroes, and you're having to deal with problems that are happening, quest problems and storyline stuff and whatever. Well, on the 14th mission, they decided for some fucking reason to make a 1 hour long story-driven pre-built base with fixed amount of gold, and you essentially have to survive against a very buggy, broken storyline. And so the entire time you're playing the game, you're building bases, and then mission 14, you just show up in a city, all the buildings are built for you, you have no income. And an invincible, unkillable lich attacks the base every 10 minutes. And every time he attacks the base, you lose buildings that you can't rebuild. It's not fun. It's hot garbage. And basically all you have to do is just not lose all your heroes for an hour, and after an hour, the Lich gets auto killed by storyline. So 5 minutes. So what some people do is they make an angel, a single angel unit, and they force them to sit next to the castle, and then they just wait 56 minutes, and they just don't do anything. And then the story just completes. That's like how you can beat that level. It's not fun, it's hot garbage. So, and I'm not the only one with that opinion. A lot of people are like, dudes, delete this shit. Like, it's not good. What they have been doing is they've been doubling down a lot of their fixes. They've done bug fixes, but what they've been doing is they've been working on Final Mission rework, November 12th. So they reworked some stuff there. This actually was a decent upgrade. They added things to the game that quality of life, not a lot of quality of life, but a little bit of quality of life. And then we don't hear from these guys for like 18 days or 15 days, whatever. My math sucks. And the only update we get is they worked on mission 14. The one that sucks that nobody wants to play. And they didn't delete it and just make a normal ass map. They just fixed the broken concept that nobody likes. So they fixed some stuff, but fully activated and polished the 14th map. Tons of fixes for final mission walkthrough. Removed heroes. Fixed the glitch if the Lich dies early. Nobody likes the 14th mission. Nobody. Get rid of that shit. Like one person was like, I like it. Now that I get it. It's like no one's going to play it more than once, dude. Like, fucking throw it out. I will not replay Lasaria because I know the payoff as that garbage ass mission number 14. But it's like if it's a turd, why are you doubling down and investing your time on a turd? So anyway, that's kind of where they are, and there's not much to do. So once you blow past the campaign, and you do everything there is to do in survival, that's pretty much it. There's no end game for this. There's no like a lot of games these days will have some type of system where you could play against harder and harder difficulty or whatever. I don't think they have a plan to build this any better than it is. I think they have their hands full just fixing what they've built. And so to the guys who've been asking me like, hey, why aren't you making Lasaria content? My answer is I want to, but there's nothing else to talk about. It's the devs are not either they're slow because they're dealing with technical problems, or they're slow because they're burnt out, and they might be working on other games. Probably, I would imagine. I'll come back to Lasaria the moment there's a meaningful update, something that actually makes sense for me to play. And I look all the time. I probably look maybe once every other day to see if there's an update. I'm in the discussions. I'm in Discord. I'm just watching. And if I see something that's like, oh, I should really play this, then I will. But until then, I'll be playing a lot of other stuff. I got plenty of There Are No Orcs. Monsters are coming. I just purchased 6 games that will be on my that I'm doing Let's Plays for. Some that are most of the games I like to play are ones that people don't know about, because I feel like they need some content being created for them. So, but yeah. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for watching this, and yeah, I would say if you haven't played Lasaria, play it. It's so fun. I put a lot of hours into it, but I'm done playing it for now until they make new content. Listen, I paid $8 and I got 173 hours playtime. Like, dude, come on. That's freaking fine. It's super good. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.